guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lois, if you guys do not already know. If this is your first time on my channel, I'm just here to tell you welcome back to my channel. As you guys can tell by the title, we are about to do another story time. This is my second story time on this channel, guys, and I'm super duper excited for this one, guys. Like, I hope this one makes you guys literally laugh, because I've been cracking up for the past couple of months about this story. Like, I literally thought about it, I was like, no, I need to let this story be known. Like, people actually have to know about this story. This story is not just for you guys to crack up, but this story is actually for like tips and tricks about the situation. This story is for lessons. Like, whatever you want to take out of it, just take it out, because I learned my lesson. I took some tips and tricks for this story time, you know, from this situation that happened to me and my family. So I hope you guys are ready for this story. I'm trying not to look into my viewfinder. I'm trying to look into the actual lens. But if you guys are ready for this story time, click the like button right now. Click it right now. Click it. Click it. Click it. Okay, let me sit down. Alright, so like I said, if you're ready for the story time, go ahead and click that like button, and we're gonna get right into today's video, okay? So we are back. Let me get my coffee. I got some coffee from Wawa to keep me awake, but it's pretty good though. But enough of the talking and the rambling. Let's just start with this beginning of this video. So if I can remember correctly, I remember this situation happened in March. Oh, by the way, this title is how we missed our flight. That's the story time. That's basically the story time. But this situation happened around, let me see, this happened on the, oh, perfect. This happened on the 24th of March. Now you're probably asking what was happening on the 24th of March. So on the 24th of March, we had a flight scheduled from the 24th all the way to the 27th, which was a Sunday. So from Thursday to Sunday, we had a flight scheduled. This flight was supposed to leave from Newark to go to, I forgot if it was a connecting flight. I believe it was a connecting flight. I don't remember the connecting airport, but we had a flight to go from Newark all the way to San Antonio with connecting flight, the first one. So, you know, this was a Thursday morning. You know, we had already packed our stuff. We already knew we were going. And the event we were going to was my cousin's knocking. If you're Ghanaian, you know what a knocking is, but if you're not Ghanaian, a knocking is basically when you are, you know, the groom is about to come to the bride's house to ask for the bride's hand in marriage. It's a very traditional type thing. So, you know, we were part of that, and we're supposed to go for the knocking. Our flight was scheduled from 12:30 p.m. from Newark Airport to land in San Antonio Airport around 4:30 p.m., right? So we already knew this. We were ready for this. We were excited, you know. This flight contained my mom, my brother, and myself, of course. Queen moi. So, you know, fast forward, it is Thursday morning. My mom has something to do at the restaurant. If you don't know, my mom has a restaurant in Somerset, New Jersey called Five Lobes African Market. Promote. But yeah, I'm gonna let you know the address right here. You can put in the Google setting, Five Lobes African Market, if you live in New Jersey. The best Ghanaian food. Yeah, I'm not being biased, but yeah, let's continue. Anyway, so she had to do something at the restaurant that morning. I literally warned the woman. I was like, ma, like, yentem na bra fi because I don't want us to be late. I warned her, specifically warned. I'm like, we're not gonna be late to this, you know, to this airport. You need to hurry up and let's go. So she's like, okay, whatever. Like, I'm gonna hurry up. I'm gonna do my thing. If you know my mom, I mean, you can't know her that deep, but like me, I know my mom. My father knows my mom. Like, you know, she takes her time. Even if she doesn't take her time, Campo, like, she'll do something for us to be late. So I told her, like, we need to be done and we need to go. So she's like, okay, cool. So it was just my mom, my brother, and myself at home. He was finishing his packing. This was around like 8:39 in the morning. I'm doing my homework. I'm already packed because I'm excited for this trip. I love traveling and stuff like that, so I'm already excited for this trip. I'm already packed and everything. My brother's just getting a few of his things together so that he can put in his backpack, and we're out, right? So we're waiting, so we're waiting for my mom. We're waiting for my mom, and around 9 o'clock she gets here. So I'm like, okay, we're good. We are good. We are golden. Obviously not. We were not golden. So 9 o'clock p.m. 9 o'clock a.m. my mom gets to the house. You know, She's getting dressed because she has to take a shower because, you know, you don't want the food smell around you when you're traveling, whatever. We wait for her. She gets ready. She's done around 10:30, 11. Oh no, she's trying to get her stuff together. Her suitcase is not closing. We're literally sitting on the thing because we had, oh guys, the thing is coming now. It's coming. So it's not just suitcases that we had to take to Texas. We had food. We literally had food. So we had a huge suitcase. We had a huge suitcase for Enkatsiye. We had chips. We had shit. So you name it. You know, we were carrying the entire restaurant to Texas, right? So we had to do a checked bag in addition to that. So, hey, Chiniki. So we had to check bag, all those type of things, right? And so, you know, it's not just the 3 suitcases, the check bag, you know, our bags, our regular small bags, our carry-ons, whatever, all those things. We have all those things coming with us. So I'm the one driving because my dad was not around at the time. He was at work, I believe. So tell me why it's 10:30, 11. Now we are leaving this house. Now let me give you guys a collection because our house is 30 minutes from our house to get to Newark. Like if you put it in the GPS right now, it is 30 minutes to get from where we live right now to get to Newark Airport. If it's not 30 minutes, probably like 40 minutes, something like that, right? Let me double check. Right, okay, it's 39 minutes. So basically, it is 40 minutes. Let this not focus. It is 40 minutes to get to our house. Focus. It's 30 minutes, 49 minutes, 40 minutes. Sorry guys, I'm literally rambling. 40 minutes to get to our house to go all the way to Newark Airport. So I'm like, okay, we're good. Like, if we're able to get, like, from our house at 11 and get to Newark Airport around 11:40, we're good, right? Wrong. So we leave around like 11:15, 11:20, if my memory serves me right. I'm like, guys, like, okay, we're good. But then I start to panic because I'm like, okay, like, you know, I'm good for now. But once we get on the turnpike is when it's gonna be like knowable, not knowable, this is not even a word. It's gonna be like more like evident if we're gonna make it or not, right? So mind you, right now it's 11:30. So we get on the turnpike from exit 9. If you're in New Jersey, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you're not, you know, use your imagination. We got on the turnpike around 11:30. Exit 9, you're free exit 9. Yeah, you do turnpike. So mind you, the turnpike exit to go to Newark Airport is 13A. So, you know, we're driving, and then tell me why that day, no, I feel like God was trying to tell us to, like, we should miss our flight or something. But, you know, I'm not gonna blame God, but I'm gonna blame us. But, you know, whatever. So we get on the turnpike, and mind you, the turnpike never really has traffic like that unless, like, there's an accident or whatever. It's raining, like, it's literally raining, it's gloomy outside, and there's traffic, guys. The way I literally was like I literally froze. I was like, oh my god. Like, I had like a thing. I was like, oh my god, we're gonna miss our flight. Like, we're literally gonna miss our flight. The way I was speeding in, I was doing Nitro, whatever that game is called. That game is not good for kids, no. Whatever. So I'm doing the speeding thing. I'm trying to speed, but obviously I can't go nowhere. And the mistake that I made was I went in the truck section instead of the car section. So we're literally in the truck section. It's 11:30. Mind you, our plane leaves at, it boards at 12. So you guys do the math. If it takes you 40 minutes to get to Newark Airport, and it's 11:30 right now, we were doing that about that time. What time would it be when you get to Newark Airport? I'm waiting. You guys let me know. Let me know right now. I'm just kidding. It'll be like 12:10, right? And that's if the traffic goes faster. So I'm literally like, in my head, I'm like, oh my god, we're gonna literally miss our flight. Like, and I feel like my brother and my mom, they already knew this. Like, we already knew we're about to miss our flight, but I was like, there's no way I'm turning around. Like, I'm going to my trip. Like, I'm going on the freaking plane. I'm gonna make that plane. Like, I'm gonna make it, whatever the case is. Oh, another thing, for some reason, when you're under pressure, like, things don't be working up here. So like I said, we're driving, so obviously, like, we have a car, we have to park the car somewhere, right? We already had a prepaid parking service at Newark Airport. Those people, they're like almost juicy. They know how to take your money, they know how to take it. But you know, I've left them in their issues. I'm not Newark Airport there. Somebody needs to investigate those people. I'm just kidding. But you know, it's 11:30. We're driving. We make it to Newark Airport. Fast forward, we make it to Newark Airport around 11:45. If I'm not lying, either 11:45 or 11:50. Now, this is the hope that us Christians we need to have in Jesus Christ. This is the faith that we need to have in Jesus Christ, though, because the way I had faith, no one said we're gonna make this flight. The way I had faith, mind you, it's 11:50. Like, we've gotten to the entrance of Newark Airport is 11:50. Like, if your question is right now, Lewis, how are you gonna make it on this flight? You're not gonna make it. You're not gonna. But girl, I had so much hope in me. I was like, this is really the hope that people in Christ need to have in Jesus Christ himself. Because if you have this type of faith, then there's nothing that's gonna be impossible for you. I'm just saying. I'm just letting you guys know right now. So we finally get there, 11:50. Of course, you have to park the car because you're gonna go on this flight. But what are you gonna do with your car? Like, what do you like? That was not our car, anyways. That was our dad's car. Like, you can't just leave your car on the road. You need to go and park it. So, like I said, when you're in pressure, like when there's pressure on you, right? Your brain is not working the correct way. So, you know, we had to go and park in parking lot A. Parking lot A, no problem. Okay, now Lewis, find parking lot A. The pressure, I bought me team like I'm not understanding the pressure. Like, the thing was just like, you know that thing, perception.
Do it well. But some are dream pee like what's a sleeky quetra.
Shrimp pressure. The thing was strained me. Like, the pressure had strained me that my brain cells were not, like, it wasn't functioning the way it was supposed to function. And so we went to go look for parking lot A. Parking lot A, no, it didn't work out. We literally ran around in circles in Newark. And if you guys know, Newark is huge. So like, we're running around in circles. Mind you, at that time, now it's 11:55. So we get to the front of the terminal again. I'm like, this is me. 11:55, oh. I'm like, Ma, Jesse, get out of the car. Go to TSA and go and tell them that, like, you know, we are here. Like, you know, we've arrived. Just don't let the plane leave us, because you guys are boarding at 12. Our plane is at 12:30. So at least you guys, like, wait for us, okay? No, American food, they don't play by that time. Americans do not play by that time. It's us black people who need to, like, be on our time. Omuka said 12, no, Omo boy, that's the only one. Not much to get to. They are gone. They're not waiting for you when you're late self. So no problem. So, you know, whatever, I push them out of the car. I'm like, Mom, I'm gonna go and find the parking, thinking like I'm gonna find the parking again and it's gonna be easy for me. Like, especially when you missed your parking spot the first time. What do you think is gonna be like? How do you think it's gonna be easy for you? It's not gonna be easy for you at all. So like yeah, I told them to leave. They went to TSA. They got to TSA. I was talking to them. I'm like, Ma, like, how's it going? It's 11:57 right now. They're boarding at 12. How's it going, Ma? How's it going? Da, 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 da. Oh, there's a long line. So basically, like basically that flight's gonna leave us, because that TSA line, like, is not moving. They're not gonna make it. So finally, I finally parked. I finally found parking. That was me. I found parking at Terminal A. It wasn't the parking we were supposed to park at, though, but it was parking. You know, I was like, you know, park the car. We deal with the consequences later when we get back to Jersey. Because I'm like, I'm getting on that flight still. I still have the hope I'm getting on that flight. So now finally, they entered to TSA. I don't know if my mom and my brother were already gone. I think they had already made it, but at that time, no. When we got, like, when they made it, I think they told them, if I'm wrong, and my brother, Jesse, if you're watching this, like, you can correct me in the comments, but, you know, if I'm wrong, like, remind me. But either they had made it through TSA, but they had told them that the flight was already taken off. Like, the door was closed, because once the door is closed, like, they're not letting you in, especially if you're, like, extremely late. So I finally made it through TSA. Like I said, I don't remember if, like, they were waiting for me at TSA, they as in my family, or they had already gone, or like we were like really close to each other. So guys, obviously the flight had left us. It has left us. Like, Hey, the way like reality had hit me, I'm like, bro, we just missed our flight. Like, we've never missed our flight before. Like, we're always on time, and that's mainly because my dad would be rushing us. Today, our dad was not in the house that day. Like, my dad was there. Esther, Monko, Esther, you know, coming on our necks, but he wasn't there today. And I really feel like that's the reason why we missed our flight. Like, we really missed our flight. I feel like our dad is very important and like being early, so like we really missed our flight because of that. Like, that's one of the reasons, because he wasn't home. If he was home, he would be like, y'all need to go, you know. So, you know, we missed our flight, of course. Now we're sitting there at the airport at the check, like not the check-in, like where we pass the gate. Like when you pass the gate and you're sitting at your gate area, we're looking bummy as heck. We're like, oh, so what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Hey, the way I wanted to cry, because I was like, I thought my mom is not gonna do what she did. I was literally about to cry. I was like, oh my god, we literally missed our flight. Like, what are we gonna do? I was literally like, I was dying inside. I don't know about them, this is my experience, but I was feeling some type of way. I was like, hey, Nadine and Echo, like, what are we gonna do? Then you know, like, because I'm not missing my cousin's wedding. Basically, I'm not gonna miss it, and I'm not gonna miss an opportunity to travel somewhere out of New Jersey. So I'm like, what are we gonna do? We sat there for 30 minutes. We're like contemplating ourselves, and the funny thing is, we literally didn't want to tell my dad, because if we told my dad, at that point go be at that point, like the way he would scream at us, and like it would be so bad. So we finally got the courage to tell him, and then we also, because we had to, my mom, like, guys, when you see my mother, tell her God bless her for me, because my mom, like, I can't believe she actually did this. I feel like she did it also for her sister and for her niece, because if we had not gone to that wedding, I don't know, like, there have been a lot of things missing, like, for the program and stuff, because she had to supply the food, like I told you guys. So, you know, we had to book another flight, guys. Like, of course we had to book another flight, and the flights, they were not cheap. They were not cheap. So we booked another flight. We got the courage to tell our dad. The flight was like almost $400. Was it for each, or I think either $200, $300 over for each? No, wait, I think I had to pay the difference of the flight that we're gonna get on later. So either it was $200 each, so it became to $600 total, like for the new flight, which, you know, God bless my mother for that. So we had to wait at the airport. We're like, okay, at this point, you know, we've missed our flight. What are you gonna do? You can't do nothing about it. So we just waited at the airport. Our flight was the next day, so that means we're gonna miss the knocking. We missed the knocking on Thursday. Our flight was the next day around, what time? Was it in the morning? Yeah, it was definitely in the morning. Our flight was in the morning around 4 or 5, 6 a.m. That area, that time, hold on. So you booked the flight, whatever. Oh, and no, flying is not fun, you. Okay, so I just remember something again. Like, when we booked the flight, we were just, okay, we're at the airport. We're like, okay, what are we gonna do? We can't sit here all through the night. Like, we gotta find somewhere to sleep, because I'm not sleeping on Newark Airport floor. Like, the things I've seen there, no. So we had to book a hotel. So basically, we're doing extra charges on my mother's card. Like, God bless that woman for real, because if it was not her, I don't know if we've been going back home. She was like, no, we're not going back home, because what we just went through today, the running we just did, we're not going back home. So we booked the Marriott that was next to the hotel. It was like across the hotel. You could take a train, like the Airbus, whatever, to get to the airport. I mean, to get to the airport and to the hotel, back and forth. So we're like, cool, we're gonna book the, your friend is saying, the hotel. So we booked the hotel. We went to the hotel. We slept. We parked the car. No, the car was already parked. We went to the hotel. We slept. In the morning, the way we woke up, the way we literally, yeah, my whole snake, I said, we're not missing this flight, because I'm gonna like really be upset, because I'm not just about to spend all this money for us to miss another flight. So we got to the airport around 4 or 5, and I'm over here like, okay, I'm happy that at least we're going this time, because if we're going this time, like, my feelings from the day before has subsided. I'm like, okay, it's whatever, it is what it is, you can't do nothing about it. You missed a flight, boo-hoo. So like, I was like, oh my god, I don't want this video to take so long, but I was like, okay, I'm happy that we're gonna leave at this time, because at this time nobody's in Newark Airport, guys. Hey, people were there. The line was from Imagine the line is from New Jersey all the way to Maryland. That's how long the freaking line was. And these people they're not moving. These TSA people, they don't joke. Don't even try to cut the line. This guy tried to cut the line and they literally went off on him. They were like, what, are you okay? Basically, like the line, I'm like, what in the world? So at least we were early, but the problem that happened, what happened is that the bag that we were checking in, the large luggage that we had to check in on the flight, like the line was long, first of all, and guys, I wish I could explain myself the way I wanted to explain myself, because that luggage was gonna allow us to literally miss our flight again. That luggage, what we had to go through to get that luggage checked, because they were talking about like some weight issues. I'm like, are you kidding me right now? If it wasn't for this lady, we would have missed our flight again. This lady came to the rescue, and I feel like it was God sending her to us, because she literally just came to only us. She was like, guys, like, you can get this tag, blah blah blah, put this tag on, it's gonna change something for you, and you're gonna have a different price, something. I'm like, oh my God, thank you so much. And the way we ran, the line was not moving, but we ran. Like, when it was finally our turn to move out, we ran, guys, we ran, and we finally made it to our gate, and we finally boarded the plane. Guys, that experience should never have to happen to no one. If you've experienced this before, let me know down in the comments, because I want to know your experience. I want to know how, like what happened. Did you guys book another flight? Like, what happened? Because I would never want to go through that again. This experience made me learn my lesson on when you're going on flights, when you're traveling somewhere, whether by train, by bus, whatever you're doing, just be on time. So like I said, this video is not just gonna be a funny video or like, entertainment, but I want to like literally give you guys tips and tricks on how to always make your flight on time. It's not a lot, but it's something that I'm just thinking off my head. So the first tip and trick number one, I'm not even gonna count it, it's just tips and tricks, whatever. The first tips and tricks number one is, if you have something to do the day of your flight, or if you have something to do that is so close to your flight, sis, get that thing done before the day of your flight. Like, if you have something to do, get it done 2 days before, 3 days before. Clear your schedule for that day of your flight. Like, don't have anything the day of your flight. Like, don't be doing something so busy that's gonna take up your time, that is gonna move the time back, because I'm telling you, time literally waits for nobody. Time don't care who you are, white, black, yellow, green. They don't care. Time don't care. It's gonna move regardless of who you are. So if you have something to do, plan it ahead of time, like before your flights, and get it done as soon as possible. Because I feel like if maybe my mother was home, like we could have like, okay guys, we need to actually go. Like, maybe our minds would have come upon it, like, we need to go. So never do something on the day of your flight. If you have to do it like a couple of days before. The second trip, sorry, my bro was coming. The second tip and trick is never assume anything on the day of your flight. Sorry guys, I just got a text. But never assume anything on the day of your flight. What I mean by that, I had assumptions made that, number one, Newark is not gonna be busy at that time. I had an assumption that the turnpike is not going to be, like, there's not gonna be no traffic, because I feel like if there was no traffic, we would have made that flight. I assumed. Like, number three, like, what assumption did I even make again? Like, never you guys, sorry, I don't know if I should edit that part out. Anyways, never assume that time is on your side, because obviously time is not. You think you have 30 minutes. No, you have 10 minutes to get yourself out of the door. So never assume that. Number three, prepare yourself if you have a checked luggage, because if you know that you're going somewhere and you have a checked luggage, that means you need more time, because these lines be long as heck. These lines be extremely long. So always prepare yourself if you have a checked luggage, like way ahead. And the last but not least, whatever. Last but not least, the last one that I can think of right now. This is like, everybody knows this. Depending on where you live, depending on the environment that you live in, always go at least 3 hours before your flight. I'm telling you guys will probably be like, that's too long, this, what are you, African dad? No, I'm not playing. Like, this actually, like, it's not a joke, because you'd rather be at the airport waiting for your flight than to pay $600, especially if you're a mom, you know, if you have kids that you have to take care of. If you know, like, you know, where you live is far, regardless of if you're far, regardless if you're close or not, like, go at least 3 hours. Maybe 3 hours is too much if you live in Newark. If you live in Newark, 2 hours, 1 hour. Like, get there. Don't be waiting thinking like, oh, I live in Newark. That's the people that be getting even more, like, you know, they lose their fight the most, because they think they're in Newark. Oh, I can get there, you know, I'm good. No, sis. Get to the freaking airport, sit there, be on your phone, drink, eat food, whatever you gotta do. Sleep, crumple if you have to do it, but at least be there 2 hours, 3 hours before your time, because guys, you never know. You never know the circumstances. Like, your car could have issues. Like, you never know. Always be prepared. Like, guys, be prepared. Don't be like Lois and her family who missed their flight. Don't be like me. Do not be like me. Because me personally, if that was my money that I had to spend, hey, I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't know how it have felt. But yeah, like I said, when you see my mother, tell her thank you for me, because that was honestly a struggle. But guys, if you guys enjoy this story time, give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, because this is the end of the story time. If you guys want more story times, because I have a lot of things in my life that have happened, if you guys want more story times, let me know in the comments, guys. I really hope you guys enjoy this. Like I said, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share this video, guys. Share this video, and stay tuned for more videos to come, guys. But yeah, like I said, subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you. Just wait. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Have you done it yet? You haven't done it yet? Okay. Okay, let me just give me a text. You haven't done it yet still? If you haven't done it, at this point, you're a hater. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You're not a hater. But guys, subscribe. Subscribe right now. Subscribe. We're on our way to 100. Hey, I was about to say 1,000. Is that like a manifestation? Anyways, we're on our way to 100 subscribers, guys. So I can't wait. I cannot wait. I'm bringing you guys videos back to back this month, and of course in December, and just keeping it going. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and let me know how you guys like this. Like, this has the camera, like, it's changed, right? Like, because the quality, I'm hoping the quality is good, but I hope you guys like enjoy this video. Let me stop rambling and talking, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Bye.